Okay, so boom, story time on how I got my ex nigga mom caught up by her husband and her sons and they beat up her side nigga. In my defense, I never liked her. I never liked her. She just never knew her place. She was always overstepping her boundaries. She was just a weirdo. Like, is this my man or yours? Like, you got your own nigga and come to find out she had two of them. It's given very much Bates Motel. It's weird. She was the type of mom that every time me and her son got into it, she was always in our fucking business. Like one time she had called me and I was like, since you want to talk for him, I'm going to give you my mama number so she could talk for me. And then she gonna call me, I'm like, she's so disrespectful. Like, no, bitch, you're so annoying. Because why are you calling my phone for your grown-ass son? What did he think I was going to tell you differently than what the fuck I already done told him? Y'all, it was just ongoing. She was just always doing something, 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 always doing something. Like, this is why I'm always talking about his mama wigs in my group chat. And then he gonna get mad. You and your cousins be talking about my mama wigs. They're fucked up. When I was spending the night over there or whatever, right? And me and him, I got into it. She had said some little slick shit at the table. So, like, I ignored the fuck out of her because, all right, like, me and him still arguing. Like, I went upstairs, we had got into it. So, I just went inside of my car for a little bit, right? So, I'm just sitting there, and it's like 1 a.m. And I'm sitting there, but I got all the lights out, and I see his mama come outside. 1 a.m. They daddy gone. Where the fuck you going? Ain't nothing open that late but 7-Eleven and Legs. She think everybody sleep, but I'm like, where the fuck she going? So I let her go. Like 10 minutes pass, right? And I run upstairs and I unlock my dude's phone and I look at her location. And I go over there and I'm looking. So now I pull up the parking lot. While I pull up and like it's a Norms. So like I pull up and I can see, but I turn my lights out and she over there kissing the nigga in the mouth, licking that man in his mouth. That's tea for me. Okay, so boom. They like, Mom, come outside. And she's like, what do you mean come outside? And they like, we're outside the house. We followed your location because we was worried when you said you was at the hospital and your location showed a different address. So we pulled up and it looked like you inside of a house. And they like, so can you come out? And she's like, I'm not coming out. Y'all need to go home. Like, y'all my kids. And her husband's like, well, Allie, I'm here. So you need to come outside. And she hang the phone up. Click. Hang up on you. Not in the mood. So now they dad start calling. And as he's calling, at first it was ringing. Then it started going straight to voicemail. And when he tried to text her, it's like she blocked him. Like, how the fuck you gonna block your husband and you cheated and he outside? So now they dad like, I'm about to go knock on the door. Like, she don't gotta answer the phone. She could block me all she wants to. Like, I'm outside. I'm about to go knock on this door. So he goes, he knock on the door. He banging on the door. He banging on the door. Banging, banging, banging. Nobody coming to the door. Nobody coming to the door. It's like dead silence in there, right? So he already told his sons, like, y'all don't get in the middle of it. I just needed y'all to come so I knew where to go. But this don't have nothing to do with y'all. This is between me and y'all mom. So we in the car and we see the garage start going up and they dad, you could tell they dad heard it because like he turned around. So by the time he start like walking back towards the garage to see if anybody was there, you just see the car speed out. So now they dad run back to the truck, hop in the truck and he take off because remember, her car is at Norms. All I'm gonna say is I go back home because now that's tea for me. They hop in a car. So now they hop in his car. Park her car there, hop in his car. I follow his car. They pull up to his house, open the garage and close it. Or now I got this information. One thing about me, I'm not going to show my hand. I have a compartment in my head labeled weird shit. And I will keep shit stored there until it's time for me to use it. Because I'm going to use it. So now a couple weeks pass. And she do it like 3 times a week. She's doing the same thing, right? So like I stopped following her for a while. And I just started looking at her location and noticing where she was. So like I started screenshotting it. Because I went back to the house after she was at his house and I screenshot where she was. So I know that that's his address, right? So now that's how I'm checking where she at. Like I didn't follow her no more because I didn't want to be suspicious. But I'm seeing on his phone because now like it's a game for me. I'm nosy as fuck, right? So one day we was eating dinner and she had said something smart the fuck again. And I had to ask her, like, are you fucking him or me? Like, now I'm going to get disrespectful because, bitch, you're trying me. So me and her had got into it, but I was spending another night, like, and I'm not going home. Like, I'm about to go cuddle with my man. So anyways, we end up going to bed, but I usually take naps. Like, I don't sleep that long. So, like, I'll sleep like 4 to 5 hours. So I wake up in the middle of the night all the time. So it's like 12:30 and I'm about to walk outside and my dude dad walking and he scared the fuck out of me and like he's like, what you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm about to go sit in my car. And he's like, oh, where Allie? And that's his mama. And I'm like, I don't know, like she not upstairs. He's like, her car not outside. So I go upstairs and I wake my dude up like, yo, dad, homie, I'm on my car, not outside. Let me see your phone. Let me see your location. And I look at it and I was like, and I go downstairs and I was like, she with a nigga. Okay, so boom. My dude instantly like, why you lying on my mama? Like, bro, ain't nobody lying. Call her. I'm like, look at her location and call her. And her husband like, how do you know where she's at? And I'm like, just call her. Call her and see what she say. So her husband calls. She don't answer, right? She don't answer. So he called like 2 times. She don't answer or whatever, right? Her son calls and waits like 10 minutes. And her son calls and she answers. And she's like, hello? He's like, Mom, where you at? And she like, I'm at the emergency room. And he like, you at the emergency room? What happened? And she was like, oh, I just woke up with a really bad headache. I think my blood pressure is high. So I came in because I was scared and I was nervous. Like, I seen your dad was calling me. Is everything okay? And he like, yeah. And he said he was coming home early. And she was like, yeah, okay, I'm at the emergency room. Do you know what time he said he'll be home? And he was like, no, but he ain't here yet. And she was like, okay, I'll be there. He hang up the phone and I'm looking at him because yo, mama is a Rolling Stone, or wherever she laid her purse is her home. Now they look at me like, how do you know like what this address is? And I'm like, all right. So I started telling them, like, when we had got into it one night, I was sitting in my car and everybody was asleep, but I had woke up because I couldn't sleep. And she had left and I followed her and I seen her in Norm's parking lot with some dude. So then they left and I followed her to this house and she was at the house. I said, but then I came home and I went in his phone. His brother over there like, you just going through his phone when he sleep. First of all, this don't even got shit to do with me. You're focused on the wrong shit. Like, so I came back and when I went in the phone, I screenshot the location because I knew this is where she was at. And I seen the address. And she don't know to cut her location off when she go over there because her sons have her location because she think they sleep. Surprise, your boyfriend's dating a nosy bitch. So now he like, Destiny, take me over there. Because I'm not telling him she be going over there all the time. Like, that's not my business to tell, but I can tell you where she at. So we all get in my dude dad truck and we driving over there. And she texts her son like, I'm almost done. The doctors bring me paperwork. Like, I'll be home shortly. And he's like, oh, I'm pulling up. I checked your location. I wanted to check on you because I was worried, so I'm about to be there. And she calling him. She's like, no, it's okay. Don't come. I'll be home. And they like, no, it's okay. Come outside. Right at dawn.